Okay, now we're going to do the rear seat install in this 2014 GMC Sierra Crew Cab. First thing we got to do is remove the headrest. Pull up the headrest. Here's where the pinholes are. We got a pinhole here and a pinhole there. We take the two clips and insert them into the pinholes. 1, 2. Then I push them in. You can sort of feel them engage. Again, if you push the seat headrest down a little bit, it seems to help unlock them. And there we go. No problem. Okay, this is the truck. It's a GMC Crew Cab, so it's going to have a bit of a different seat than a car. Most truck seats, they're going to be attached at the back to the cab. When you lift the cushion forward or upwards, it's going to pull the backrest a little bit away from the back of the cab, which is really helpful when you're installing seat covers. And because the cushion flips up, we make all of our seat covers with a full sleeve so that it protects the bottom of the seat as well as the top. People have dogs back here, tools, they put lots of stuff back here. They want to make sure this doesn't get dirty as well. If you have an F-150 and the back of the seat cover is going to be open, because it doesn't come away from the back of the cab, we have the backrest open with some straps coming down. This strap on the side is going to go to this strap along here. It's going to run kitty corner just over the corner of the seat, and it's going to simultaneously pull the cover this way, that way, and up to make it nice and tight. So it's pretty key that we know that that's going there. Make sure that you have the backrest. Again, the open back goes on the backrest. The full sleeve goes on the cushion. Sometimes they fit really well, vice versa, but you won't be able to put on the backrest. You'll just be able to put on the cushion. Just make sure you don't do that. If you have a truck seat and the covers we've sent you have a full sleeve cushion and a full sleeve backrest, that means the backrest in your case does come away from the back of the cab. An F-150 Super Crew is an excellent example of this. If you want to, there's a trick to taking those off. I'll mention it right now. First thing you do, you flip up the cushion. You take off your backrest. You look in behind, and you're going to see a mechanism holding your backrest onto the back of the cab. I think it's a black mechanism with a silver toggle on the side of it. You reach behind there, and you just pull on that lever, pull it up and down, jiggle the seat. It works just like a latch for a gate, where sometimes you have to give it a bit of a jiggle to get the latch to come up. And when you do unleash that latch, the whole backrest is going to go away from the back of the cab, and you can install your seat cover over top of it, Velcro it at the bottom. That's an easy way. If they don't come away, then we have the open backrest. Okay, first thing you're going to do. It may seem intuitive, but a lot of people get confused. They put the cover over top of their seatbelt and go, oh no. It actually is a common mistake, and it's not that difficult to do. So the first thing you do, you take your backrest cover, put it underneath the seatbelt. Take all of your straps and pull them out so they don't get in your way when you're putting on the cover. Then, here's your back thing. Then you lift up your cushion, and that pulls your backrest away so you can get in behind here. Now, because the seat belt is attached to the cab, we don't have to have an accommodation for that. We just go right in front of it and everything's good. So I'll line up the fronts here, or line up the corners. And it gets a bit tight in between the two seats, but give it a bit, and there we go. Pull that down, pull this. Now, in this particular seat, we did not put the headrest holes, and we never will put the headrest holes because it has an armrest hole. We don't put the headrest holes into the backrest cover if there's an armrest, because it's very, very important that you align this armrest up perfectly and then attach the rest of the seat cover around the armrest. Just because the armrest comes out, if it's shifted over too much here, you're going to hit it. If it's shifted too much over here, you're going to hit it. You have to have it perfectly. So we don't put headrest holes in there for that reason. Bottom of the seat cover, we have the buckles. 1, 2, 3. here we have the side straps. I'm going to push them around the side so I can access them. And I'm going to take all my straps with the cushion up and just drop them down the back. Make sure they drop down there. You can feel them drop. There's lots of space, so it's not too hard to have them drop down there. This one here, again, it's always tight between these cushions. Shove her back there. And make sure that it drops out towards the back. Okay, good. Now, shove this in, get in behind the hinges, tuck everything in behind the hinges around the side, make it nice and neat. Here we go. Here's where we're talking about aligning the armrest. Pull it down. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to flip the cushion up, and I'm going to take all these straps and I'm going to attach them onto the buckle, and it's going to pull that seat cover nice and tight onto here. Okay, so I've pulled my corner strap, which is attached right to here, down here. I find the buckle, and these ones here you're going to have to do without, you can get anything and look in them, but because we have the pointed straps, it should be fairly easy to feed it through the top one, feed it through the bottom one, okay, perfect. Now I just pull it nice and tight. Again, you're not going to pull too tight. You're just going to take up the slack, make sure that the corner of the strap goes around, the strap goes around the corner of the back seat. Don't let it run underneath the back seat, you're not going to get enough tight. Make sure the corner, it runs from here to here, not underneath. So I reach underneath, you can feel it's behind there, give it a bit of a tug. Now, pull her again, and I'm just going to take up the slack. There we go. Backrest I've attached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straps. It pulls it down nice and neat. Just tuck in all your sides, make sure that, and again, make sure the arm's lined up because you want to make sure it pulls out of there nicely. Boom. Great. Okay. Now we can do the cushion. The 60 on the 60. The carpeting on the bottom, it's all carpeting, so it's going to stick to the Velcro. So what I do is I take the Velcro and I try to get it out of the way. So I fold it up on itself. This big carpet piece goes towards in the back. That's going to tuck through and attach to the Velcro. So again, I've got the Velcro tucked up out of the way so it doesn't catch on the carpeting and make my job harder. You feel under here and you can see it's easy to tuck it through with the cushion up. Everything just opens up and it just seems to go a lot easier. Push that down. Push that down. And reach underneath here. And here's my carpeting. So I pull it through here. Okay. You got lots of stretch. Pull it under there. Pull. And when you're down, tuck in the sides. Get really nice and smooth. And there you go. Now I'm going to put an armrest on cover. Has a little tether hole. We make a little tether hole at the front too. So, first thing we do, slide her over. It's easiest if we just put this tether hole through right now. Then pull through. Over the cup holders here, which I do have an accommodation for. And the cup holders you can tuck underneath there too, but when putting this through, it's always tight underneath these arms. So what you do, a little trick, is you push this through, open her up, push through, rock the arm back and forth, and this kind of just helps to tuck tuck that tab through there. You can actually feel it just getting sucked through as you hold the cover there. Then you can reach back, and there's your tab. 1, 2, then you just reach back here, pull the front of it tight, and there you go. And what you can do is, so to make it look extra nice, you can tuck all these seams underneath the cup holder to give a real nice OE look. Headrest holes. Again, I mentioned we don't make the headrest holes pre-cut so we can match up the arm. So what I do is I can feel the headrest hole, feel the bracket, I lift up right above it like this, and I give a little bit of a snip. Feel the hole, mark it. I can see the hole there, so I go like this. 1, 2, 3, a little bit of a 4. As you can see, the headrest holes that we've made, we tucked the brackets through. It looks really professional. Nothing showing. It looks really good. Now we've had a chance to align the arm. Asking people to do this sometimes make people a bit nervous. They spend a lot of money on some seat covers and they don't want to cut them themselves. That's why if it's such an easy procedure, it makes for such a better fit that if you do mess it up, we will replace it. We'll send you a new one free. Just send us a picture of how you goofed it up. Try not to, and we'll send you a new one. We've never had anyone need a replacement before. It's such an easy operation, and it makes for such a nice fit that we feel comfortable letting you make your own headrest holes in certain occasions. Okay, headrests, always going to be tight. You just have to power them through. Pull through. This one's not too bad, but a lot of them are tight. The back of the headrest is always going to be where the two pieces of elastic go together. That goes at the back. Smooth it down. Lift it up a little bit, make sure all of it tucking. You don't want to go, it's not supposed to go down too far underneath. It's mainly supposed to go right underneath, just like that, and just sort of hug the bottom. So the bottom is going to be open a little bit, just because if you have it go underneath too far, it tends to pucker. Smooth them down, make sure all the sides are down, put them there, and there you go.